one, I ended up sending an offer out on it for $110. I don't know what's gonna happen with this. Maybe open a case on it. Then, oh my gosh, this thing finally sold. Maybe my photos are too kind of produced, I guess. I would not pick these up, and this one ended up selling for $130. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a different type of video from what I've done before, but I wanted to try this out. So today is going to be a work with me where I take you along. I need to get some listings up today. I need to take photos. I need to pack orders. And it's just going to be basically everything that I do behind the scenes to run my Poshmark business. That's what we're doing. So let's get started. I just sat down and wrote out my to-do list for today. And if you can see kind of in the background, I am sending out offers on Poshmark. That is where like 80 to 90% of my sales come from, are offers to likers or using the bundles feature to send out offers. I think what I want to do now is print out my labels and package my orders. Normally I like to kind of get all the orders that I have out the door before I start taking photos and listing new items. If you guys don't know, Poshmark does have a bulk shipping label option where it will email you just like a PDF of all of the shipping labels. That has saved me so much time and I use it almost every single day. And you can access that by going to your sales and clicking actions and then clicking download shipping labels. The one annoying thing is that you can only select your latest 25 orders. So if you have more than 25 orders going out, it's really annoying because you have to go back in there and then deselect the ones that you don't want and then manually select the ones past 25, which can be really annoying. So I hope eventually maybe they update that, but it's nice at least like if you have less than 25 orders, and then it just emails you the file, you click download and it comes to your email. I want to talk about some of the issues that we're kind of facing as people that sell on Poshmark and people that buy on Poshmark. Maybe a week and a half ago, I ordered 2 different purses on Poshmark. The people took forever to ship it out. Like it took, I think, a week at least for them, both of them, to ship it out. And I understand that like life happens and sometimes it takes me a minute to ship out my orders because things happen, but it is definitely a little bit frustrating as a buyer, and it helped me understand a little bit more about why so many people are frustrated about things being shipped out on Poshmark. Another thing is I did put offers in on these, so I knew that they had been on the app. They accepted the offer, obviously. And finally, I get one of them. I get the first one. And first of all, they had literally just put it inside a poly mailer. It was not in like any wrapping at all. It was literally just put in like one of these, which as you can see is not very protective at all. It looked like it was brand new in the photos. This is it, and I feel like it looks better on the camera than it does in real life. The color is just like totally off from what I was in the photos. It felt dirty, and I open it, there's like a scuff on every single spot there, okay? And then I open it and it's like even worse here, if you could see. The other thing is like in here there's sand. There's literally sand like all in this pocket. Even on the back there's like scuffs right here. And what I was planning on doing is purchasing both of them, seeing what color I liked the best, and then just reselling the other one. You can see there's like stuff on the bottom right there, but this is still like there's like a spot in there. Like it's just really disappointing. So if you do have an item like this, like people will literally purchase it, but you want to disclose those because you don't want someone to get the item and then be disappointed. I wanted to open up a case on it, but I wanted to talk about it on the video just so you guys can understand that like I see why people are frustrated with Poshmark, and when something like this happens, it discourages other people from purchasing from people on Poshmark. And now with the flaws, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get my money back, but after tax and shipping and all of that, I don't know that I will. So it's really frustrating. At some point I was putting every single item in a bag, and then I was putting a like individual number on the bag. I would never take photos because I didn't want to sit there and bag like 50 million items and put a number on the bag. So the second that I switched away from doing this to what I do now, that was when I actually started seeing growth in my business, because I was not even listing because I didn't want to have to sit there and individually number each bag. So even though a lot of resellers like tell you to do that, if that is something that is not working for you, I would not do that, and realize that there are different ways and you don't have to follow what everyone else is doing. So it is the next day now, and I'm going to get a little bit more done. I've already had kind of a productive day, and a few days ago, I actually went thrifting to try and find some fall related items to resell. So I ended up only finding 3 items. It was so disappointing. We were in there for hours and we only found 3 things. So the first one I already took a photo of, but it's a linen Tommy Bahama button down. That one was really cute and it was 100% linen, which was nice. It was also cheap. It was on clearance, I'm pretty sure. I also found a Lululemon belt bag that I should not have bought, but I think I might keep it for myself. I'm not sure. I did end up finding these Madewell boots. These are like brand new. They're a size 7 and they were $22, but when I looked at comps, they seemed like they could sell for some of them around $100, so I'm hoping to get that for these. And even looking at the bottoms, like they seem brand spanking new. In my last video, I did a Plato's Closet haul where I had gone to Plato's Closet 50% off sale, and we went back because at that sale, when I was looking through the regular priced items, there was a pair of Johnny Was jeans. I looked them up and on Poshmark, they seemed you know, so I didn't pick them up. They looked mid. And then when I got home, I was going to edit that video and I was like, oh, I remember those jeans, and I looked them up and it looked like on eBay they would sell for around $50, even though they weren't the ones that had like all of the embroidery all over it. We did end up stopping there because that one thrift trip was so underwhelming. And I did find some more items. This was a pair of the 10-inch high-rise skinny jeans by Madewell. These were brand new with tags. The original tag is $98. These were $18, I guess. I don't remember paying that much for them, but they were $18 evidently. So the comps that I saw on these looked pretty good. I'm pretty sure I saw some selling for like $80 or something like that. These were a pair of Lululemon new with tags, size 10 of the smooth fit pull-on high-rise pant. And these are so stinking nice. Like I wish they were my size. I guess you could wear them as like slacks for work, but they are like an athletic material kind of. So those have to be so comfortable. And I'm hoping to sell those for around $100 as well. I was excited about these, which it seems like I'm excited about everything. These were on clearance. They were $16 on clearance, so they were only $8. They're a pair of brand new with tags Spanx pants, which are like in like kind of this metallic color. These are a size 2X. These were $14, but I've heard a lot of people talk about this brand and the comps seemed okay. They seem like they'll sell for $50 at least. These are Judy Blue jeans and they're a high waist skinny fit jean. They were $14, but they seem like they'd sell for $50 and they're brand new tags. They're a size 16W and just a nice like black pair of jeans. I could see why everyone likes this brand because it's so stretchy and it is like a very soft, yet you could tell it's like high quality, not a cheap jeans. So I kind of see the hype around that. This was a Lululemon Align and I purchased this even though it was $30 because I think it will sell close to $100 as well because it is the Align flare pant and these are in a size 6 and they're really pretty blue color. I already found like stock photos on it and everything and I checked comps and they seemed really good. So that was all that I picked up. Overall, that thrift trip was very underwhelming because there was a ton of stuff that was not able to be resold and you don't always go out and just find amazing things and that can be a challenge sometimes. I'm trying to kind of get away from that. I'm gonna make a whole video on that of like why I'm not really sourcing at Goodwill anymore and go through like a lot of the places that I'm able to find items for like $1 up to like $3 up to, you know, whatever it is. So was from a little while back. We ended up having another Goodwill haul that I just haven't filmed. So this first one was a Bowden dress. It's a size 12 and it was $7. Really pretty pattern. I'm also going to hang up the stuff as we go because I am trying to get everything ready to take photos and then I also need to cut off the tags. Alright, this ugly purse is in the way. This one was $6 and it is a Pendleton plaid skirt, perfect for fall. My mom's over there pulling items to ship them out. This was pretty exciting. My mom found this one. This was a J. McLaughlin size medium. This one was $12 and it's like this beautiful blue pattern jumpsuit. This my mom researched. This one will probably go on. You lost an item in the bag up there.
What?
I can see it right here. It just fell out.
We're like, where is
Where
that?
is the thing? This one my mom ended up finding, and it's probably something that's going to sell on eBay, but it's in every...
I'm just looking. Let me see what I find.
This one my mom ended up finding, and it's an every drop refrigerator filter. It was $4, and this will probably sell on eBay. This was a Ralph Lauren size small dress, and this one's a black label, which is a little bit different. It's the nicer quality one, or higher end, and it's just a little blue dress, really cute. This is another Bowden piece. This one was a size 12 as well. It was $9. This one's a really pretty orange color, and then it has the pocket detail and then the buttons on the back. This was interesting. This is a Show Me Your Moo Moo. This one was $9. And when I looked it up, it seemed like this style was one. The stock photo is obviously cuter. This has been kind of wadded up, wrinkled in a bag. This seemed to be one of the nicer pieces that would actually resell for a good amount because it is a really good style. It's just a little romper. Beautiful dress. It's a size large. It's by the brand Southern Tide, and it was $9. It's like a pretty coral wrap dress. I've never sold this, but the comps look pretty good for it. This piece, I had a skirt that I haven't listed yet in one of my past hauls. This one was $8, but it's by that same brand. The brand is Millie, and I thought the color on this was beautiful. This one is a size 6. Yeah, so it's 92% silk. Freeline Athens, which I think is like a Greek brand, and it's of linen shirts, and they're very expensive. This one was $10. I'm hoping for like $30 for it. This next one was $8. It's a pair of Madewell jeans. This is the Cali denim boot, size 27, and it has the raw hem as well, and the raw hem has been the style that's in style. This one was $12. It's by the brand Karl Lagerfeld, and it's a really pretty floral embroidered dress. This one is a size 4. This one was another Bowden dress. It's a size 12 again. This one was only $7 though. It's a perfect fall dress actually, with all the browns and orange. This was by the brand Astor, the label. It's a size small. It was $10. When I looked up comps, it seemed like the floral and then kind of like the maxi midi dress was the style of this brand, and that sells the best from them. So this next pair is so soft. These are the softest pair of jean shorts I've ever touched in my life. They're brand new with the tags, originally $109, and it's a pair of Good American jean shorts. They are the Good 90s short, and they're in a size 8/29. Cute little denim shorts. They're so stinking soft. This pair of XL pants from Eileen Fisher, they were $8, and they're just like a little black pair of pants, and then they do have this cool zipper detail down the side of them. This piece was a size 2X. It was $8, and it's another Ralph Lauren black label blouse, and this one's just like a navy blue, just plain simple top. This feels really nice. This one is a St. John collection, size 12. It was $7, and it's just a really cute skirt. This was a Free People size small dress. It was only $8, and when I looked up comps, it looked like it would sell for around $30 roughly. This was a pair of Land's End, but I'm pretty sure they were half off, so we ended up getting them. They were originally $8. I just wanted to try something else from Land's End, and these are a pair of pull-on jeans in a size 12. These were to test out just another item because I love selling like Land's End swim, but I didn't know about like selling pants from them. The last item from this haul was a pair of Zara jeans. These I think were on sale again, and I've never sold a pair of Zara jeans, so they were 10, but they were probably 5 when we bought them. They're size 10, and they're just a nice pair of jeans. So I just took photos of a pair of Lululemon leggings, the one that I showed you in the haul before, because they were like a little bit of an odd color, and I want to test because I used to take photos on this little blanket. It's not even the blanket that I used to sleep with, it's just like a blanket my mom had that we used to use to take photos on, and I want to kind of do an experiment to see if maybe my photos are too kind of produced, I guess, but I might do this with a couple other items, just kind of test and see if this actually improves my sales or makes the item sell fast, and I thought that would be kind of an interesting thing to test. So while I have the leggings here with me, I transferred the photos from my camera to my phone, and I'm just going to quickly list this on Poshmark using the tag as a guide. If you guys don't know, you can take the size dot that's typically located inside this little built-in pocket, and if you look up close at it, there's actually a code on the size dot, and what you can do is you can take the digits from the code and actually plug them into a website called Lulu Fanatics, and that website will tell you, it'll give you all of the color variations, it'll tell you the release date, the original price, and more importantly, it will tell you the name of the item and give you some stock photos, which obviously we're not supposed to use stock photos, but you know, everybody has their own take on that one. It's a pretty handy tool. I just got my order yesterday from USPS, or part of my order should we say, and this one was an order of the medium flat rate box, which I really like because I use these for like nicer items that sell, where I don't just want to throw them in a poly bag like we talked about earlier in this video. And I also use them for just some items that like won't fit in a poly bag, like some bulky sweaters. There used to be a box that was even smaller than this, and that was my favorite box to ever exist, but unfortunately they did discontinue that one, so this box has to do. Once you fold it down, it is a little bit smaller, but overall it is like pretty much the perfect size, and I think this might even be too small for the first item that sold. I think for this one we're going to use a large flat rate box, which is a lot bigger. I really try and use like the USPS padded flat rate envelopes, because those I don't have to use tape, and tape can add up and be like one of the biggest expenses besides inventory. So when I typically do these, same with the medium, I'll put one piece of like packing paper inside the box, and then I'll put the item in, and then the large flat rate box, typically I have to add another one on top. And I will link all of the supplies that I use down below, because I have scoured the internet for like the cheapest options, because you know things add up. So like the packing paper I found like the best, where you get the most amount for the cheapest price, so I didn't want to spend a ton of money on that. I just wanted something that was going to get the job done, and I scoured the internet for all of those, and those are the shipping supplies that I personally use, and I put all of the links down in the description so that you guys don't have to like search around if you're interested in getting some of the things that I use. Alright, so this was one of the first items to sell, and it is a Prada like nylon trench coat, and this one I ended up sending an offer out on it for $110, and it was a size 4 on this. This should have sold probably for a little bit more, but honestly I've had it listed for a good amount of time, and no one like made an offer on it, not really many likes at all. The next thing that sold was a pair of Banana Republic Sloan Fit black pants. These sold for $21, and they were a size 2, so they were a very small size. And what I do with orders like this, where it is like a bit of a smaller item that I can fold up pretty small, is I end up wrapping it in the brown paper, and then I add a little thank you sticker on it, and then I put it in a poly mailer. And normally I like to use the padded flat rate ones, but again I'm out of those and I have not received my shipment yet. This next thing that sold was a Frank and Eileen, so the second Frank and Eileen piece. I sold another one for a little bit more than this in one of my past videos, and this one ended up selling for $130. I had sent out offers for $140. They countered back at $130, and I thought that was reasonable, especially considered I only paid $8, so I still wanted to give them a good deal on it, you know. The next thing that sold was this new tag. This was by the brand Kookaburra by UGG, which I ended up paying, I think for the sweatshirts I paid $5 for. This one I ended up taking an offer for, because I doubled my money and I was like whatever, just get it out, for $16, but the original price is $68, but it was a 2-piece set, and I only had the top that went with this. This other sale was a little Anthropologie knitted bra top. I paid $1 for this at like a thrift store sale. This thing, it was kind of like raggedy, and my photos were not that good because it's really difficult to take photos of, especially like hanging up. I even tried to take a photo of it on the mannequin, and it just was not a hot item, so I ended up taking an offer for $5 because I got 2 and I doubled the $1 that I spent on it, and I just wanted it out. I have a lot of items that I just want to like clearance out right now to make room for better stuff. The next thing that ended up selling was this Abercrombie and Fitch like white ribbed bodysuit. Pretty sure I paid $1 for this, but it ended up selling for $10. And then I also sold this pair of Worthington dress pants. These I paid less than $3 for, and they ended up selling for $10. My sales have been a little bit slow recently, so you could tell I was just kind of taking any offer where I at least made money, because I am convinced that, you know, when you have one sale, it will lead you to many more. So this one was a sale my mom had, but it was a Lands' End navy blue size 10 tankini top. She ended up selling it for $28. Alright, we have a couple more items that sold. This one was a bundle. My mom ended up taking an offer for around $50, I think. She sent me the bundle because she was like unsure about it, and I didn't see that there was a Reformation dress in it. And we did make our money back that we paid on this stuff, but we just didn't make like that much money on the bundle. But I'm just happy we got the money back. And she did actually end up having more sales, so again, it's like like the theory that when you have one sale, you kind of get more. But this was a size small Wild Fable, brand new with tags, little pullover thing. This was a Reformation dress. I had this in a haul a couple videos back. This one was a size small. And then it was also an Eileen Fisher little white button up listed recently. So that sold pretty quick, even though it sold in a bundle that probably should have gone for a little bit more. We also sold, well, my mom also sold this hydrogen tennis tank top, which I got a few hauls back as well. She ended up taking an offer on it. She thought this was just a cheapy little tank top when realistically it's like a very expensive tank top. So she ended up taking an offer for $18 on that. This Liz Claiborne sweater, this one we paid less than $3 for, and it ended up selling for $14. This was an XL. This was like a J. Crew size extra small little flannel and like a cute plaid, and this one ended up, my mom took an offer for $10 on that one. We paid $1 for it. And then these, oh my goodness, we got these at the Goodwill bins like so long ago, and they finally sold. My mom sold them and she took an offer for $11. But these are by the brand Baby Fat. I've seen other people call it vintage. We thought that Baby Fat was a good brand before, but now it's not something that we recommend picking up or pick up ourselves. Alright, so we finally finished pulling the rest of the items, and I just had to show this one thing that sold. This one sold in a size large, but I realized I have one in an extra large, and I thought it was so cute that I just kind of wanted to try it on. It's like a cropped little pullover with a hood on the back, and it's in that Sherpa material, and it's so soft, and I thought it was really cute. And it comes with a scrunchie. So I sold one of these in a size large, and the one that sold that was a large sold for $27, and these are new with tags, by the way, as well. These are by the brand Sundown by Splendid. Brighton's a pretty good brand for selling purses and everything. This is like a small little phone case though. It ended up selling for $16. I also, a while back, oh my gosh, I used to sell boots. I recently listed all of my boots, like brand new with tags boots, all in my closet for $25, and I'm taking offers. So if you guys need a pair of boots, like now's the time to get them. These ended up selling for $17. These are brand new with the box. They're size 9, and they have like this really cool dragon embroidery on them. I have crazy cool ones like that, but then I also have tons of just like plain black, brown, like faux suede, faux leather, all of the different ones. Then, oh my gosh, this thing finally sold. I don't even know where I got this or how much it was, but it was by the brand Alfred Dunner, which I would never pick up. Even I have opportunities to get it new with tags, but it literally like never sells for me. So I would not even touch this thing with a 10-foot pole, but this finally sold. It's a cute little palm, like transparent thing. It sold for $7. I also had a couple more sales while I was pulling items. I had one, and then my mom ended up having one. So my mom ended up selling this Patagonia little dress. Now, I will tell you, do not pick up any of like the older tag Patagonia. I'm personally not picking it up any longer. This one was a size medium. It only ended up selling for $15. So I would not pick these up. The newer tag or like the more substantial pieces like the sweaters, those do good, but anything like this, unless you can get it like super cheap, I would not pick it up. And then these I just showed in my last video, and they already sold. They ended up selling for $21. I sent out an offer, and these are by the brand Hell Bunny, and they're a little plaid pair of pants. I got these at Plato's Closet. I did a huge haul in my last video of everything that I picked up at Plato's. So let's pack these up, and then we are heading off to the post office, and I'm also on my second cup of coffee of the day. This has been a lot of packing. Normally we don't, well, that's a lie. Normally we do have like this much packing going on, but it's just been kind of a little bit crazy today because normally all the items are like pulled, ready to go, and I just pack them up. But I've had to take like multiple breaks today because in between we've had to go and figure out where the stuff is, and which is another reason that no matter what your inventory system is, you always want to make sure that it's a time-based inventory system, because some of these items, like for example the Alfred Dunner or even this little Brighton, this one especially, I ended up finding this because it was in a time-based inventory system. So this one I didn't actually have a SKU on, but because the items that I listed right before it and right after it were all in the same SKU, I was able to go into that bag, and sure enough, there it was. So that saved the sale from me having to cancel it, number one, or go through every single bag in existence and all through the house with no guarantee that I would find it, because basically I'm looking for this tiny little needle in a haystack. So definitely if you're working on your inventory system or changing it up or whatever, make sure it's time-based, because that will save you from having to cancel orders, and we never want to do that. So I'm gonna pack these up, and then we're off to the post office. We are finally done. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of orders to pack, but I'm very thankful for them.